Time to deliver the tier list that everyone's been asking for and that the world has really needed. Who are the hottest characters? Now, as I'm sure you're all aware, Speculate was absolutely a stud during his heyday because even in his older age, he's definitely out of his prime, he's still an absolute catch. I think this is an easy S tier, hardest ones to put on the tier list here because I really just think he has all the qualities that can make a girl's barnacles dirty when they see him. I definitely think would absolutely be slaying. I think S tier is a little exaggeration because he still does have some childish qualities about him. There's definitely some things that I think wouldn't make him stand out as like a very top tier, high level alpha male, and I think A tier fits comfortably there. I think not only is he a real stunning man to look at, you know, he's got a million fucking tentacles out there. We've seen him use them in all kinds of crazy ways. Like, this guy is basically any weeb's wet dream. He could actually make hentai happen for you in the bedroom. Next up, we have she has the most porn drawn of her, which probably tells you something. Very high-level hot character. I think this is a no-brainer to sit in an S tier. She was like Nickelodeon's first waifu, furry waifu. Had a lot of hype, you know. This mysterious man, holy fuck. What a mysterious badass. You know he was gonna be packing some fat meat, or at least you would think. And then, you know, the lights come on, Nosferatu turns out to be the one flickering it, not him, and then you get a reveal of the action. And he's a fucking dweeb. Like, he's this nerd. So, you know, he's definitely not hot. Next up, and I have to say, I don't think she's very high tier. I think she has a great personality, but they played it a little too safe. I don't think she was able to really reach that top tier level. So I'm just going to place C tier because I think she's got a wonderful personality with a lot of potential. I think got a lot to offer. I think he's a great height. As most people know, the shorter the better. I think has that going for him, being at that nice petite level. He doesn't really have a whole lot of muscle definition. You know, granted, he does suffer from a bit of a anger problem, but other than that, then just looking at the guy, you can't help but just be taken aback by how good he looks, and I think it's because of his stature. Being short really helps in the dating world, as most of you know, and that's definitely his strongest suit, so I'm gonna give B tier. Next up, we have, she is so kawaii, I think is just absolutely spectacular. She is gorgeous. If you don't think deserves to be an S tier, then you're a fucking psychopath. I don't know what to tell you. Next up, we're just gonna speed run this one because it's easy. S tier. Do I even need to explain it? Man's buff as fuck. He's also super nice. He's just like the nicest fucking guy, quite easily being the strongest. He just likes to hang out, party, you know, do some fucking Budweiser butt chugs. Like, he's just a guy that likes to have some fun, who also happens to be an absolute alpha. Easy S tier. Next up, we have this guy's just got a bad attitude. This man's been hanging out on Twitter for too long. He's just got a chip on his shoulder, mad about everything. He looks like a fucking traffic cone. This is an easy one. Absolutely living in that F tier all day. Next up, we have, he was just a big scam artist. This guy, I was surprised didn't start preaching about atheism. He looks like kind of a Redditor, infiltrated him and tried to cause some chaos. There's not a whole lot to like about. I think this one, without even needing to dive deeper into the lore, it's clear why he would be in the F tier. There's so many other characters that I believe should be put on a hottest characters tier list, but they'd be like 2 hours long, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stop it here.